Hello Internet, this is Sophia, and welcome to my second ever Internet Meme Review. An Internet Meme Review is a response video of sorts, only instead of responding to another video, I pick some memes that came my way on the Internet and respond to them. Sometimes, of course, I pick multiple memes to review, but other times I might just focus on one meme for the entire review. This will be one of the times that I focus on just one meme. And the meme that I will be reviewing is this gem, a meme posted where I found it on July the 9th, but could, for all I know, have appeared elsewhere first, as internet memes very often are copied around like that. At the very top of the image, it has a little logo representing Black Lives Matter, and then it reads this sage wisdom. BLM has done more to promote racism in the past 3 weeks than all the Confederate memorials in the past 100 years. That's right, because the notion that it is not okay to target one particular race for a disproportionate amount of police brutality is so much more racist than the notion that you can be given a place of honor and special dignity in history for fighting to defend a racially biased version of the already barbaric institution of slavery. That's right. We're not talking about people who were just influenced by something that we today recognize as a crime against humanity, but in those days was so ubiquitous that someone could have legitimately not known better. No, we are talking about people who were defending slavery at a time when there were enough people who knew that there was something a bit off about it, that we were having a civil war over the matter. Now it is true, not every Confederate soldier was a rich slave owner or rich enough to have even had a voice in government at the time. A lot of them were conscripted soldiers or people who were so poor that they, for other reasons, had no choice but to go to war. Some of them may have even themselves been slaves who were forced into it. A lot of people make the claim that these poor folk should not be treated as harshly by history as the rich slave owners who forced them into battle. However, if you are using this as an argument against the removal of Confederate monuments, there are just a few problems with your argument. For starters, this argument, that is, if this argument is to be accepted at all, only applies to some of the Confederate monuments being targeted. For example, if the argument is accepted, then it might apply to the Athens Confederate Monument in Athens, Georgia, or to the monument to the Jacksonville Light Infantry in Jacksonville, Florida. However, you'd have to be completely out of your mind to even think of applying it to a statue of Robert E. Lee in Richmond, Virginia, for example, or for that matter, to any of the huge swath of monuments that is dedicated not to the impoverished foot soldiers of the Confederacy, but to the officers that sent them, allegedly against their will, into battle. But then there's also the issue of whether or not this argument can be taken seriously in the first place. And by that I mean even to the particular monuments that it would apply to if it were accepted. After all, the whole gist of the argument is that the monuments to the lowly Confederate foot soldiers are not monuments to the actual perpetrators of the South's effort to defend slavery, but to victims of that effort. To accept that argument, though, we would have to take seriously the claim that they were erected in such a spirit in the first place. However, if that were the case, then you would expect that the people who were erecting these monuments in the late 19th century and early to mid 20th century would also be erecting monuments to the other victims of slavery. You know, the slaves themselves, the people who were either brought here in chains from their native Africa or bred like cattle on these shores, forced into back-breaking lives of servitude and degradation, slaves who would be killed, often brutally, or be severely mutilated if they dared do any acts of rebellion against their captors and exploiters. Where's all the monuments to those people? Or how about abolitionists who died in the South trying to end the reprehensible institution of slavery? Where's the monuments to them? Because seriously, I Googled it and I could not find any reference to there being a single monument to John Brown anywhere. However, monuments to Confederate generals and other big people of the Confederacy, those are everywhere. So the only explanation that I am left with is that every last one of these Confederate monuments, even the one to the lowest Confederate foot soldier, isn't about honoring those who were exploited by the South's effort to preserve slavery, but about honoring the effort to preserve slavery itself. So without a doubt, these Confederate monuments always were all about racism and spreading a racist message. However, according to whatever mother put this meme together, there is something that is far, far, far more racist than that. And that far more racist thing would be a movement that is all about asserting that it is not okay to target the descendants of those slaves with a disproportionate amount of police brutality. Well, you if you buy that bull. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please hit the thumbs up button and leave your comment in the comments area below. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel and that the bell icon is active so as to increase the chance that you will receive notifications when I add new videos to this channel in the future. Share this video with your friends, both through social media and by whatever other means. And until next time, see ya!